You know, it's never easy to leave for work, but I got to tell you, that send-off dinner we had in Seattle for your birthday, that was pretty fun.
That was really good.
A little bit different than farm life, being down in the city like that.
Yeah, we kind of stuck out, but that was okay. It was a good time. And we got to bring Uncle Jeremy back to the farm.
I love it when he comes back to the farm.
Yeah, we get projects done.
He knows how to get it done.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. I love how that closet turned out. And once I find the perfect bench and some coat hangers for it, it's really going to be a neat space.
Yeah, just a few weeks later, finished it all up, and he helped me put the shop up, which was a big one.
It's fantastic. You guys did a great job.
Yeah, not done yet. Still the finishing touches, but we're getting there.
Yeah.
And as the shop went up, spring seemed to come along with it.
It really did. That week that you guys worked on that completely transformed. Even though there's still snow and it's still a little bit cold in the mornings, it's going away. The daffodils are coming. I can see little green things poking through. And I got to tell you, it kind of gives me the itch.
Yeah, but as the snow melts, the mud comes.
That's all right. I'll deal with the mud. I'll deal with the colds. Look at this sunshine. I can't help myself.
Yeah, it just makes you want to freshen everything up.
It really does. I've been dying to paint those doors all winter long. And everyone kept telling me, not yet, not yet, not yet. And finally the day came when I could, and it felt so good. So I'd been consulting all my garden books all winter. What color am I going to paint these doors? Red or green? And I just had to settle on this French, just ever so slightly offensive blue. This is where the door is. This is where the home is. And I love how it turned out. To spring.
Spring. It's finally here.
It's finally here.
Yeah.
You can tell because there's 87 pairs of shoes by our kitchen door, covered in mud.
It has been a muddy few days.
It's been a muddy few days.
Yeah, but
it's been a great few days.
Yeah.
Sunny and beautiful.
Yeah.
Are you happy now that the bulk of the shop work is done?
Yes, that was high on my list of things to do even before winter came. And
Didn't quite get there,
but was able to make a lot of progress on that. So
yeah,
very happy about that.
Yeah.
Very
It's been
happy.
a busy few weeks.
It has been. Yeah.
We had the big business trip to Atlanta for doTERRA, which kind of threw us off our normal schedule while you were playing Mr. Mom.
Yeah.
And then Jeremy came to help you on the shop, and you've just
Jeremy. Yeah.
been
Lifesaver.
going crazy on that for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So we've just been in our zone, but off our game ever so slightly.
Yeah, there are weeks like that.
Yeah.
The same fixer-upper.
No, this ain't fixer-upper.
Things
It
don't
takes
happen
a lot longer than 30 minutes to accomplish anything around here.
Yeah.
But the seedlings are growing. The ground is thawed. Are you feeling good about what's ahead this year?
I am. I think that to date, this is the best spring that we've ever had in terms of being able to start in a really good place.
I agree. The last 3 springs have been really hard.
Yeah.
Because we moved here, we gutted the house, we did a ton of renovations, we were trying to make things work with the animals. This feels like the first year where I know what's going on.
Right. Yeah. And not that there isn't any less work to do, but it does feel like we're able to focus a little bit more. Yeah. And just kind of breathe through it all.
Right. The greenhouse is built. This time last year, we were out there schlopping around trying to get that built and time to bring the seedlings out.
Yeah.
The greenhouse gardens are done. The potager's in. The market garden's in. So we have our rows.
Yeah.
A lot of work has gone in to even welcoming the spring at this point.
Yeah, we're starting in a really good place.
Yeah.
So that feels really good. Plus, it's our 10-year anniversary.
It is.
So
that's something to celebrate.
Very much so.
I think for our anniversary, we should go around and pick up all the garbage that got left out in the fall that was buried under the snow for 3 months.
That sounds good. Or we could go to Seattle and eat at a really nice restaurant.
I mean, if that's what you're into.
Okay. All right. I already made a reservation, so.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go then.
So what do you think is a priority now that spring is here? What do we have to get done next before the big planting push comes?
My priority is just getting things cleaned up.
Okay.
So that when the perennial order comes next week, I'm at a place where I can mentally prepare to plant it.
Yeah.
And so clearing out all the rubble, you know, I don't know how it happens. I had the bed so clean in the fall. And then the snow came.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it melted, it looked like I'd done no work at all. There's just leaves and twigs and cough drop wrappers. And just like, what? How did this stuff
Buried
how did it
gloves,
get here?
buried hats.
Yes.
The
Random
works.
chicken feathers.
Yeah.
So I'm just going through clean sweeping everything
Mm-hmm.
so that when that nursery opens,
You're ready.
I'm in there like swimwear.
I don't know what that means, but it sounds.
It means you're in there.
Sounds right. It sounds wrong. That doesn't sound right.
That's my plan.
Okay.
And just to keep the seedlings alive.
Yeah.
They're all going in the house nice and strong. So that's kind of all I can do until the snow completely melts off the market garden and I can
Yeah.
plant out my spinach and things like that.
Indeed.
So what about you?
My biggies are, before we get into the just knee deep in planting, I need to prune the grapes back.
Mm-hmm.
I need to re-trellis the grapes because our trellis system failed
Yes.
last year. I need to re-trellis the raspberries because that trellis system failed as well. Not because like it was my fault. I didn't do what I should have done to make it.
It's
sturdy.
always operator error
Yeah.
on the farm.
Yeah. So,
Really?
So really it's just me going back and doing it right. Instead of
Do you
putting it up and just like saying, okay, well, that's what I could do this year.
Yeah.
So.
Do you feel like there are a lot of projects we've done on the farm where I feel like we did them at a certain budget when we moved in? It was like, well, this is what we can give it. This is the amount of time and money we can contribute to this project right now. And now, even just 3 years in, we're having to go back to a lot of those projects and say, hey, we've learned.
Mm-hmm.
B, we're going to invest more time because we've really tailored down what we do on the farm to what we really see valuable.
Mm-hmm.
And 3, we're going to contribute more money so that we can do it right and not have to redo it again in 3 years.
Yeah, I think some combination of those things. I mean, I think probably the biggest factor there is just one, learning to do it and just kind of not having the expertise.
Sure.
Something like trellising, you know. But then secondly too is you're trying to do so many things.
Right.
And
You kind of have to when you first move.
right. You kind of just it's like throwing mud
Yeah.
at the wall and seeing what sticks. And
It's true.
inevitably things don't get done the way they should have gotten done just because you're trying to do so many things. So looking back on it now, knowing that, man, I really want to grow these grapes well, if I'd gone back, I probably would have spent more time, more effort doing it well, doing it differently, knowing that it would last longer than the few years that it has. So
It's true. I feel like we're able to put that perspective though into building the shop.
yeah.
We really were able to take a step back, even though, we were offered that historical barn to put back up on our property.
Yeah.
We had other ideas, but we really sat with it for a long time and thought, what's going to be the best setup? What are we going to put in here? Like, what do we want to put in here? What's the capacity?
Mm-hmm.
I'm really pleased with how it turned out.
Yeah.
Ultimately,
Yeah.
I think it's really going to serve us well. So
yeah, the areas.
we're learning slowly. And I see the shop and I see it with its dark stained timber and its stucco
Mhm.
and its roses and its stone foundation. And I really think you could make it look old worldly. I really think we're going to be able to accomplish what we hoped to accomplish.
Yeah, I think so. It's a unique thing, and
It is.
I think it'll serve us well.
It should be unique.
Yeah.
It's ours.
Yeah, that whole area is coming together very nicely. So
It will.
about that. Yeah.
Give us a few more years
Yeah.
to work and to spring and to 10 years
and maybe more.
of work together.
Yeah.
Hopefully many, many more.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Indeed.